Que cocha para shooting o que para historia kan nace de Huascarán y Huandoy. Se iscan rajukunash, sé que iscan se persona kunash que pareja. Entonces pegunash ayapi kuyana. Que papá ningunash manumuna su junta kayananta. Entonces se peguna decidiana euquita su sitio carumarcata buyanak. Eshi papá nin musiarinak se pareja euqueshkanta. Entonces kutisiamnaka ashikunin tarikut kutisimunin castigungun koyanak que lado man huascaranta que lado man guandita huascarta y guandita se persona kunash tikrashka rajuman huascar tikrashka huascaranman y guandish tikrashka guandoyman y peguna na triste vida en kunata hasta ahorita wakaesh peguna ayapa y lágrimas formashka que cocha y hasta ahorita peguna triste vida en kunata wakakuyan y todo lágrimas kuna mantinikigan que lagunata.
We are in Lake Yanganuco, 12,600 feet above sea level, in the Callejón de Huaylas. Behind me is Huascarán, the highest mountain of Peru. And in this direction is snow-capped Huandoy. This work, a flute concerto in 2 movements, came to be because, together with conductor Miguel Harth-Bedoya and flutist Jessica Warren-Acosta, we had been thinking of working together on a new piece. And as soon as I heard of this legend, I knew it would suit the project perfectly. The first movement is titled Torment, and the second, Transmutation. Torment refers to the torture of separation. To be facing each other and yet not being able to embrace or help each other. It is a slow, fragile and delicate movement that may also represent the feminine nature of Wandi. The second movement is titled Transmutation because when the gods take pity on them, they turn them into mountains. Huascar becomes Huascarán, and Princess Wandi becomes Huandoy. I am not trying to describe the events chronologically, but rather share the impact that this story has had on me. Both movements contrast greatly with each other, and despite being bound by technical aspects, such as intervals, harmonies, etc., there is also a fairly recognizable link, which is the reappearance of the theme of suffering, of torment, that returns, although this time glorified and exalted, symbolizing the victory of love.
Lago de Lágrimas, which I commissioned from Jimmy Lopez. We played works by Jimmy Lopez earlier. It represents the young generation of Peruvian composers. Jimmy Lopez is with us in the house. And join me in welcoming Jessica Warren-Acosta.
Jessica Warren-Acosta has concertized on 3 continents and appeared as a soloist with major orchestras. She and the Fort Worth Symphony gave the world premiere of Lago de Lágrimas in 2009. This concerto is dedicated to her.
Jimmy took things to the next level. He broke the limits of what a flute concerto can be and created this inspiring piece that starts out as tonally as possible, just a fugue, and whips itself into this frenzy. The thing that was so inspiring and exciting about working on this piece was that we created this new instrument, this glissando flute, that broke the barriers of what a flute is actually, a modern flute is actually able to do. And to have a composer that's willing to take things to the next level and create sounds that haven't been heard before, or at least haven't been heard in a classical situation, is really exciting.
Sami Junnonen is one of the most important flutists of his generation. He gave the South American premiere of Lago de Lágrimas together with the National Symphony Orchestra of Peru in 2011.
This particular concert is very demanding technically for the flute. I would say both technically and for the interpretation also, because it's a very tragic concert. You need a very intensive, powerful energy, which is always a big challenge for flute. And in addition, it's been written so that there are many passages in the very limits of the flute. Very high notes, very low notes, and in difficult dynamics. Low notes very loud, and this is very challenging. I would say it's a very demanding concerto in general.
One of the things I admire from this place is that eternity, that geologic time which transcends human experience. We are talking about the Andes, which is millions of years old. I also try to capture some of that in this work.